There's no camera in here, is there?
Not at the moment.
Hello, everybody. It's kind of, I was thinking we're all naked, so I was like, if there's a camera, everyone would see us.
This time around, we're joined by the gents of Hammond River Collective. We'll talk a bit about their upcoming debut album, where their sound comes from, and a little bit of their backstory as well. And as always, we'll treat you to some sweet tunes as well. Sit back, sip your poison, and enjoy the ride. I'm Kalen Capson, and this is the Pagan Place Podcast.
What do you love about music?
It's just
my life.
Well, yeah, I've just been so into music for so long. I guess I never really thought of it. What makes it great? Just the way it makes you feel, I guess.
Sets a mood.
Yeah. It's quiet here now. It makes me almost weird. You always need music.
He'll put the music on after.
Basically, we all hate silence, so music does a good job.
Yeah.
So, how long have you guys been playing together?
2 months.
2 years now.
2 years now, yeah. First band, I think, for all of us.
Well, we had to fire Spider, but
Yeah, he wasn't cutting.
First
wasn't in the
band?
car.
guitar player wasn't working out.
I've been in some. I'm in another band.
Yeah, I know. I know all the members of that band.
Yeah, we're all the original members.
Where did this sound come from? Like, what made you move into the sound or decide on the sound?
I like rock and roll. I mean, you can just kind of go anywhere with it, so... But it just kind of worked. It just happened, I guess.
Yeah.
More than anything.
Didn't seem
The
to be
old
a
style is the
decision.
best, just because the old blues style, the old rock guys, they just kind of play solos everywhere if they want, jam. It's just
Yeah, totally.
cool era.
It's pretty much what we were all listening to, so that's what kind of came out of it.
Yeah, it's good, really guitar-driven jams.
Yeah.
So Jay's definitely like big on classic rock, and you were kind of taking some pointers from Jay at the time too, weren't you?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah.
Stealing some licks and stuff like
Still Lex, learning the blues and whatnot.
that. Yeah.
So yeah, I just always played in rock bands, so it's everything just fit. These guys have all like grown up together,
Yeah.
but we didn't
10 for sure.
figure out that we wanted to form a band until like 2 years ago.
Yeah. It's like,
Which
oh,
is
yeah,
weird.
why not?
Yeah, it's like I've known you guys a long time. Like, why are we just doing this now?
Yeah. Duh.
Well, those old original jams, it's like, Sam's like, I don't know what I'm doing here. I haven't played the bass in like 300 years because he's 65.
So why did you guys just do this now?
So they got hammered drunk.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He got me hammered, and I started singing blues. Happened once, like 10 years ago or so.
Yeah,
Yeah,
laying in
sang
an
in the
alleyway.
Oh, yeah, the Alley Cat Blues on Princess Street.
Sang in an alley, and I was like, man, that was fun. And it was fun. So, yeah, one time I just got pretty good liquored and decided to sing, I guess, one night when they were kind of jamming out and playing guitar. And it's like, yeah, that was fun. Let's try it again. Let's try it again sober-ish. And it was working out. So we just pursued it, I guess.
He did ruin one of my beds, though, an account of learning how to sing.
It's true.
Like, it was like meant to be.
I almost died that night. I threw up my sleep and didn't even wake up. Wrote a good song, I guess.
As long as you can get a song out of it, you're good.
Yeah.
Like a reverse Bon
Don't
Scott.
drink again.
That's right.
You choked on your vomit before you became a famous vocalist.
Yeah. Exactly.
You shouldn't do it that way. Once you get to hell or whatever, you did it wrong, man.
Maybe that's what happened in my sleep.
Yeah.
Right.
They shot
He
you
sent
back
me
up.
back. And
Yeah.
I sold my soul.
You're not ready.
Thank you.
I'm gonna need that $200 for that bed.
Talk to my agent.
So were you right away working on original songs, or did you do a bunch of covers for a little while first?
Well, it's funny because when he said he got drunk that night and started to sing, we just played like 3 random chords,
Just
and then he sang one of
originals.
he just said, "Hey Rita," and that's one of our tracks now. So yeah,
So
it's literally right out the gate. I just started singing over
Came
stuff.
in maybe a month later and they'd had at least 2 or 3, on the go.
yeah.
That had to pick up.
It just works really naturally when we write music. I mean, we don't really sit down and crunch like, let's write a song, let's friggin' work our asses off and make it perfect. We just kind of let it flow.
Play with
Just
it.
jam, basically. Something works out.
We jam it out, we try it out, see how it works out, and then we listen. We record everything we do, so we listen to it throughout the week, and then we come back the next week with something that's a little bit more polished than the week before.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So that would have been my next question about the songwriting process. So that just that, you just sort of jam it out and then whatever riffs stick, and then
Sometimes it comes quick.
Yeah.
Like, really don't care.
Yeah.
Sometimes it takes a year, like Bluff Creek.
Bluff Creek,
Yeah.
took forever.
Just to get the parts to click.
We're on the same path here again, I think.
how long did you focus on the album? At least recording the album.
Basically a year.
No, it'd be like 4 or 5 months.
4 or 5 months, but it wasn't like a hard 4 or 5 months. It was like a pop in and do your thing and pop out. I mean, Paul's been great to work with.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah,
just
it's
do it at
awesome.
your convenience. He was just setting up a studio at the time, so we were kind of working the kinks out and stuff.
Yeah.
So it was like a tit for tat thing.
So you were the guinea pigs
Yeah.
Exactly.
for each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Made it more fun.
I mean,
It's so raw.
he's not new to the scene either, but it was his studio was new to St. John's.
Yeah.
We should say it's Paul Milner.
Yes, Paul.
Trillium Studios,
Paul Milner.
Yeah.
for context.
Great dude.
He could put this place on the map. If anybody could, it's probably him.
Super professional guy. Everything's top notch recording. He's worked with some of the best guys in the world. Like he's
Yeah. When you were looking for somebody to record, were you like,
Well,
right away, were you like, oh, that's it? Or were they
Again,
like, let's do it ourselves?
A
Or,
couple people got drunk and sort of met the right people.
I was
Yeah.
I was a
There you
DD,
go.
man. I wasn't that drunk. No, I wasn't drunk.
I was the DDD man.
I'm so stoked to be here. Jay and I went out
Yes,
for
Dave.
wings one night to go see Frank play. Frank James, you're the man. And on the way home, we're like, hey, do you want to stop into open mic at KV Billiards and Brad White's place there? So we said, yeah, sure. So we get up there, and we were kind of just didn't really care because there wasn't a lot of people there.
Having fun.
Yeah, so we played a couple original tunes, and we played Muscle of Love, Alice Cooper. And then he said, you know, you interested in meeting a guy to do a record? And we were like, well, yeah, sure. You know, we didn't really think much of it, and then here we are now.
Things just work out all for fun. Like we didn't plan to do anything. We just jam, hang out, have fun.
yeah.
Music comes out sometimes. We just met everyone that we meet just by having fun,
Yeah, everyone's
So-
been awesome and supportive. And
chilling out.
I didn't even think this thing would ever get to a stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
was just like, we're having fun, right?
Yeah.
Hanging out.
Oh, sweet, though. That's the best.
Yeah.
That's St. John for you, though. St. John's running here.
We don't like quitters, Sam. You're fired.
well, this is our debut album, so it's new.
Yeah.
I guess.
Hasn't come out. She's not even new yet.
Yeah. Well, it's got 14 tracks. One of our songs is like a 3-piece epic. It's got 2 covers.
A couple just straight up rock and roll songs,
Straight
some blues
blues.
on there, and
It's really it's I can't say it's this genre because it's
a lot of different songs on it.
a lot of different songs, but it's all got the backbone of blues and rock and roll.
Yeah.
Any themes or anything running through the album, or is it just you guys?
It's a lot of
Yeah.
each piece is its own thing. Like
Yeah.
there's no like greater concept behind the songs than
Okay.
just the songs
Yeah.
individually.
There's a lot of women context in there.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's
Sure.
all Aaron working out some shit.
Hey man, we gotta express myself.
therapy, man.
Threw up on that couch, so I'm leaving my girl, bro.
I ain't drinking no more.
Any plans in the immediate future?
Yeah. April 20th, Cornerstone, sweet new venue uptown, big old converted church.
Yep.
That's an awesome venue. Good people too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we're doing it there. Port City Productions is doing all the lights and sounds, and Frank James is going to come play with us, and
Yeah.
Off the cuff.
Off
Yeah,
the
sounds
cuff, they're
great.
from St. George. They play rock and roll. They've been playing since the 80s. And they're awesome.
Great
Ton of
band.
fun to
Great
watch.
70s
Yeah.
rock and roll band.
Sweet.
They're cool guys to have around. They're good on stage. Like it's going to tie the night together real well.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, great band.
It's going to be fun.
Frank's going to open, we're going to play, and then we're going to have
And
all
you have
stuff
to do
close
some
the night.
trombone.
Oh, sweet.
So it's going to be an awesome time.
Sad. Frank's into the trombone.
He
Yeah.
has to. He has to.
We won't let it go.
No,
Heckle him until it happens.
Absolutely.
Amazing.
we always do. We got a big gig, good gig lined up for the summer, but I don't know if we're allowed to talk about it yet.
How long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing it for about 3 years, including my pilot run. And then I did like 3 episodes, and then I took about a year off until I found a studio, and then kept it going. So about 2 years now in this current form.
Cool.
Awesome.
And then our studio got bought out to make condos, which sucked.
Yeah.
And so I'm just doing it here now. But
That's pretty chill.
Yeah.
yeah, I dig it. I don't like the lack of room.
Yeah.
Because I had Dumpster Cub over yesterday, and that's just a 2-person.
I saw that live feed, yeah.
Yeah, but I had to like pull all the furniture and shit out, and had Jamie Como, 3 of them from Crooked Teeth were here.
Oh, nice.
And even then I had to move furniture a lot of the ways to accomplish this one. But
Yeah.
works, so
Yeah.
I'll play.
Tried to see big, he's mean, he's not green, he's big and scary, stalking me, drifting through the trees, never really seen, but I just seen it, got a bark, living in the dark, he's the shark and I'm the bait, hope he's done, coming undone, this ain't fun, but I'm still standing, oh and I ran, and I ran much faster than I ever could, oh yeah. Saw it on a tape, looked like an ape, it's getting late, I better beat it, heard it's smart, gonna get hard, hope for a fraud, but I can't chance it, found a hint, could be a print, that'd be mint, so get the take on 2 feet, he can't speak, got big teeth, and he might eat me, oh and I ran, and I ran much faster than I ever could, oh yeah.
probably 6-7 times now.
I think,
Maybe 7.
yeah, I think 6 right now.
Yeah.
But
Like
we're
every
booked-
like 3
booked
months.
for 7. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Seems or
Yeah, they've been treating us awesome, and we played the Red Herring a few times, and we played a lot last year. I think it was
16 shows or something.
yeah.
That's
So
pretty good.
we've been treated well.
Do you think you would take something on the road if the opportunity arose?
Oh yeah, like yesterday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it has to be the right opportunity.
yeah. I'd have
Has
to
so much
quit my
stuff to
job.
leave.
Well, yeah, I mean,
Yeah. You guys want to drive 4,000 miles for $50 each?
Yeah.
Is that before expenses? Oh yeah. we'll call you back.
It depends where.
$50, fellas.
So what about like summer shows and stuff? I know it's probably stuff you can't talk about, like you just mentioned, but are you guys looking at trying to get into any festivals or just
Yep.
good summer gigs and stuff?
We've been contacting quite a few festivals and stuff, and we're always
Yeah.
looking to play shows. I mean, I love it. It's a good time. So
Yeah, we'll definitely be out there. I don't know exactly where and when right now, but
Yeah.
we played a lot last summer, so
yeah.
Sweet.
There's
the
a lot of
album I
places.
think will help push us a little bit as well, and
Oh yeah.
yeah, we'll definitely be getting some
Well,
shows.
so like we
this
played places this year that we tried to play last year, we couldn't. So
Yeah.
next year's be the same ball game. Just keep moving,
Yeah.
getting newer shows, and
Yeah.
taking
Makes
it in
sense.
stride.
I imagine we'll be at an open mic a couple times too this year.
Yeah.
So
Brent Mason's
Yeah, the first time we ever played in front of a crowd was at open mic at
Oh,
Oasis.
yeah.
So
Sweet.
you got to go back every once
Mason
in a
kicks
while.
ass.
yeah,
Oh,
for
yeah.
sure.
Have fun with the guys there and stuff.
Yeah, it's just a good time. Anyway, it's a nice atmosphere.
Yeah,
Yeah, I did go there. I haven't been there a whole lot lately, but I used to go there all the time. As a kid. Open mic night when it was
Yeah.
just insane. Like,
Yeah.
It's like a zoo.
200
Yeah.
people in the back room. Yeah,
Yeah. I wonder what happened there. What do you think happened to the...
Liquor prices, cab prices, DUIs,
I don't know.
economy.
I
I think
think
the
like
smoking killed most of it. They can't smoke
Cell
on
phone.
decks and stuff. I think that
Oh, that's true too.
that
You
crippled
can't
a
even
lot
smoke
of
on the
those
deck,
bars for me
That was a big one.
because it's like
Yeah.
you have a deck,
but also
you
like
may as well.
a lot of those people went because that band had great energy. You know what I mean? Like they played some fun covers and stuff like that, and then they stopped doing it. So I think that hurt them for a while, and they just never recovered.
Yeah. So now they just do the front room now, don't they?
Yeah.
Sucks.
Let's take some calls.
Yeah. Caller number 1, you're on air.
It's your mom.
I noticed that you always wear the hoodie there, Gormley with sockeye shirt. Any chance I can get in that shirt with you?
This is the president of St. John.
Let me ask the committee.
Oh, man. Now I wish I had callers.
I get my wife to call. She might yell at me. You didn't get the mail today. Oh shit! Caller number 6. Sorry, ma'am. Damn. All right, caller number 10.
How long have y'all known each other?
Jammed with you guys for a while.
Well, Dave's my brother, so
Oh, okay.
I've known him my
All your
whole life and him most of his.
Good one.
Mike, I've known Mike since high school, but never really got to know him until he started dating a friend of ours. Well, married her eventually, I guess, but
I had a kid.
The perfect story.
yeah.
But basically, we've all known each other for like 20 years and like for 10.
Oh, okay.
I jammed with
Yeah.
Jay and our friend Patty back in probably 2011 for a little while.
Yeah, lots of fun, just jams.
Yeah,
But
just
it was good.
ripping tunes. And, so that's when I first started jamming with Jay, and then we didn't jam for whatever
Wow.
reason. I don't know. I probably because I
We
never
probably
I never
jammed
left my house.
intermittently,
'Cause I had
but not-
Netflix.
Nothing like consistent.
That's why I never got out of the house until one day I got the call. I got the call from Jay. It's time.
We're gonna jam. Assemble!
Yeah.
Spotlight comes on in the
Yeah.
horizon.
Yeah. I knew this day would come.
Should we play his drum solo off our track now for you? It's like Jumanji music. And he was walking up the stairs, and the Jumanji music kept getting louder and louder, and we eventually got in the jam room, and
We were in the jungle, baby.
Okay, so the songs individually on the album, other than just jamming it and see what feels good, what gives you a satisfied feeling at the end that, okay, this is a song we're going to keep it and work on it?
we record all of them, right?
Oh,
So it's like we always get to listen to all the old jams. If we just keep working on something that sounds cool, and it just works itself out. Sort of. It's not like I'm going to play lead here, and you're just going to play this. It's someone plays a cool lick, other people just feed off, vice versa. And
right.
We
Work
just
something
kind of
out.
structure it from there.
So what about lyrics?
Lyrics, I usually take the song and see how it makes me feel. And then I just write my words to that feeling, I guess, and build a story around that. So just whatever's in my head at the time, I guess. There's no real,
No rhyme or reason.
no defined intervention there. Anything. It's just, yeah, first I improvise, just kind of spit it out, just see what works, try new things. And
Some scatting.
They're gonna hear your
lots of
vocals and
Do
know
what they
you're
do.
sad inside. What a sad, sad man. I
Sad
love
and
him.
angry.
Yeah, sad and angry.
So just mostly like impromptu lyrics, nothing that's already on your mind that you'd want to put on paper. Or?
Usually it comes from somewhere.
Yeah.
The heart.
Yeah.
Well, they stick quite often, though. Usually what you start singing about the first time ends up being, if not the exact lyrics, a lot of the time. But
Yeah. The story is usually built around the first time. Whatever I decide the idea of the song is, I guess. Just kind of, it's hard to shake it off, so I just stick with it.
Right.
Yeah.
Guess not like we sit down like, hey.
YouTube says I do it this way.
yeah.
It says it's doing 4 strokes, but it just doesn't sound right.
WikiHow.
What rhymes with
Yeah.
Yeah, the
YouTube?
WikiHow. You should definitely look up the WikiHow of how to be a rock star. It's awesome.
Is there actually?
There is one?
Yeah, it's hilarious.
Of course there is.
It's great. It's like,
I want to write that down.
you gotta make sure you wear your tight jeans and stuff like that. It's WikiHow.
So, give me a rundown. How do you be a rock star?
How to be a rock
WikiHow
star.
version.
Skinny jeans, Converse shoes,
That was just an expensive
Jewelry.
attire. Looking at
black
We're
leather.
not doing very well.
And you gotta say, hey, in your songs. And, well, that's in there. Spiky hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spiky haired rock stars.
shit.
Right.
They're everywhere.
So rewrite the WikiHow.
Chill out, bro.
Just be like stoked all the time.
So stoked.
There was a lot of good work.
Yeah.
Worked hard for it. It came out basically sounding just as good like the first couple of days as it's just all fine tuned now, but it was pretty much awesome right off the hop.
Yeah.
Everything came out the way we wanted.
So did you record like an off the floor recording or just your individual tracking?
It's off the floor, then tracked on top.
Yeah.
Just to,
Fill her out. And,
just, if you don't make it, one person makes a mistake, you don't want to start the whole process over for everybody.
right.
It's just,
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe it's just the way they do it now, I don't know, but that's the way we
I
did
don't
it.
know. A couple other people I know that have been recording. It's becoming more frequent, I think.
Yeah.
You want
Some
it to be
have
tight
metronome,
and
some
in
don't.
time and not sloppy
Yeah,
and all
that's-
over the place, but you still want it to have a little bit of swing.
That's what I thought was really cool,
Yeah.
too. I mean, traditionally a lot of people would, either use a metronome or not use a metronome. You wouldn't really do both.
We have some loose and some that are metronome and some that are just loose the feel of that time of day, so it's kind of cool to
Yeah.
capture that moment.
Yeah.
Some just have to sway that way. Might sound amateur to say you can't do it with the metronome, but you just can't for those songs in a way just because of the way that they're shaped.
Well, like in drinking, we tried to do it with a metronome, and when we did it without, it just flowed better. It felt better. It was better.
Yeah, it's more organic
Yeah.
for sure.
Sounds more real.
Yeah.
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 It's fun.
Let's see that. I was talking to Matt Anderson the other day.
Matt Anderson.
Yeah, he seems pretty.
Well, Paul, where we did the record, he did his first album.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, right on. Actually, I think you might have mentioned that. I think that's where I heard. But his latest album is coming out next month or something.
Yeah.
Is off the floor recording as well. Like,
Yeah.
just solid. And he said pretty much the same thing. It's just much more organic. You can get way more into the moment, and then you can kind of get lost into it.
He's awesome.
He's such a phenomenal
Oh, yeah,
singer.
he really
Like,
is.
one cut would be the
So
perfect
much
cut,
power.
I would think.
Yeah, I didn't ask how long. We only had like a 20-minute window to talk to him, so I didn't really ask how long. I'm curious how long it would have taken to do some of the tracks.
Paul mentioned that they did that on his first album, and I think he nailed some of them. Like
His vocals
first
didn't need
take.
to be like comped or anything at all. They
Yeah,
were just
there were very few
Perfect.
takes, at least for that session.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if it was the same. I mean,
I see him
that guy can
live.
knock it
He's
out.
just
Yeah.
awesome. Any live recording would be like a CD I'd buy because it's just great.
Well, his live CD
Yeah.
is great.
It is.
Live at the Phoenix. That's my favorite album of his. Easy.
Awesome. This is the only version of Wagon Wheel I can tolerate.
I haven't heard his version of Wagon.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's kind of gave us the push to play more originals. Is this exact aspect? It was like, do I want to play Sweet Caroline? Is that fun for me? No. So let's just jam on A for 30 minutes. Let's just see what happens.
Yeah, who's the queen of the locker room? Who's the cream of the crop? but she wouldn't stop. Holy muscle of love, mine's a muscle. Well, it must have come to that crazy age where everything is hot. I don't know if it's the things I'm thinking. I know that thoughts are not. Holy muscle of love, mine's a muscle. I read that books like I did before. Now things are crystal clear. Lock the door to the bathroom now. I just can't get caught in here. Holy muscle of love, mine's a muscle. Holy muscle of love, my heart's a muscle of love. Holy muscle of love, my heart's a muscle of love. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Must be a gift from above. Yeah, 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 yeah. I got a muscle of love.
Hey there, this is Kaya and her uke, and you've been listening to the Pagan Place podcast.
Welcome back to the Pagan Place. Here, let me chop up that poison for you. No, you keep the tip. All we need is a little like and share. That'll do just fine. There you go. Have a good day.
Damn, why are your strings so much bigger than Dave and Jay's?
Well, they get the big key and the bipping and bopping on the A string, and you get the D. It gets out of tune. Woo!
This time around, we're joined by the gents of Hammond River Collective. We'll talk a bit about their upcoming debut album, where their sound comes from, and a little bit of their backstory as well. And as always, we'll treat you to some sweet tunes as well. Sit back, sip your poison, and enjoy the ride. I'm Kalen Capson, and this is the Pagan Place Podcast.
So are there any songs that didn't make the cut that you
There's lots of riffs and stuff, but they're, I would say,
it sort of depends. Like, you know, even when we were doing the album, there was a couple songs we weren't really sure how they were going to start or end because we just did it different every time.
Yeah.
So we kind of had to design those sorts of ideas
in there
in the studio. So we have a couple songs like that, like, but I don't know if they're total songs yet or if they're gonna. Sometimes they flip on their heads after we jam on them for 6 months. So.
Yeah. Paul helped us write two of them that were just. Well, one of them mostly that was just a collaboration of two jams, kind of. One was supposed to be like a real short, punchy, 2.5 minute done under 2 minutes, really.
Yeah. It's just a short little.
And it's just like a short little thrash piece. Burn this house down. And he took that and combined it with another song, and it just kind of worked in this weird kind of revolving motion thing.
It was really cool.
It is.
And Bluff Creek's cool because we named it that, but we always call it Bigfoot. Well, I do.
Yeah, same.
So that's what we first started calling it. So it's if someone says Elijah and someone else play Bluff Creek, I almost forget. Like I need Bigfoot.
So why Bigfoot?
It's just
I don't know.
The riff reminded me of Monster Rock. I don't know why. Like I was thinking, just kind of like that old school Godzilla vibe. The riff that they came up with had just like you could see kind of like this walking movement to it, and I was like, what kind of moves like that? Like it just kind of, and then the picture of the Patterson Gimlin film came out of my head of Bigfoot walking like that. So he's walking like that, and then it just was like,
So you've got your next music video planned out, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. So we talked about certain different ideas. That was the only song that we really decided to go with a huge concept for, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
Yeah, true. We did kind of.
Yeah, that one kind of had a
Someone had like a
story.
plan, sort of.
Yeah, that was most of the songs. We just play them and they go where they go.
Yeah.
And you might try to force certain things into it, and then they just don't usually work. That was one of the ones that we said, why don't we try to make it do something slow at the end? And then we just did it. And it was like, okay, that's cool.
So,
And then it became the coolest part of the album, I think.
Yeah.
Well, apart from the drum solo.
Yeah.
I love the drum solo. Like it's
fantastic.
It's like it just reminds you of like the old Deep Purple and stuff like that, like Space Trucking, like if you ever listen to Made in Japan, you flip that record over and just the whole size is Space Trucking. It's like 15 minutes long, and in between there's a space drum solo organ thing going on, and just that's the vibe that I get from it, because it's just kind of like a progressive rock. It's cool.
Yeah. That's a great vinyl. It's gold, isn't it?
Yeah.
Gold paint. It's an awesome.
I remember the first time I heard that. It's when I was a kid. It was probably right around the time I was getting into Nirvana and stuff, so it wasn't completely relatable, but he was like, oh man, here's rock and roll. Put it on. I was like, shit.
So much new age music today, it's like everyone's like solos and stuff should be out, but I think that's like the best era of rock and roll, like solos all the time, drums, bass, guitars, singing.
Yeah.
Everybody. It's just like a big jam fest, but it turns like a whole song.
Yeah.
And that's the coolest.
Yeah.
If you listen to our album beside an album that was recorded from that era, they're pretty much identical, like the sound qualities. We kind of told them that's what we were going for, and just this day and age, it's so easy to polish music. You just kind of go, well, what about this and what about that? And you fine tune it and fine tune it and fine tune it to the point where it's just this overly structured.
Yeah, it might as well be a digital recreation rather than people playing instruments.
Yeah, for the most part.
Yeah.
We just wanted a more organic.
What kind of equipment did you record on? Did he use like older equipment and stuff to get that, or did he just let the know-how?
What's the name of that mixer he's got?
MTA?
MTA.
980?
Yeah, 980 series. It's Radiohead's old.
Oh, crazy.
The one they did the Bends on.
The first two, the Bends and was it Pablo Honey?
Yeah.
So those are both recorded on that same board.
Like not the same board, like the same model, like
the exact same
that
board.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's got magical powers or something.
Just push this super green button here and it makes everything.
Yeah.
There you go.
Other than that, he used pretty standard microphones.
Yeah, some of them are vintage, and
except for that
vintage old clips.
Snare. It was like
Yeah,
an old
there's a lot of old school looking stuff.
He's got his own tricks. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's right.
Sure, yeah.
He's very good at what he does.
Yeah.
He's got.
But it all goes on. It all goes through his Mac
skills.
He's got all of the modern tools to use as well.
Oh yeah.
As needed.
All the analog, all the digital. You got best both worlds right there. So
it's all captured with analog and then digitally mastered. I don't know.
I think so.
Where do you think the next album's going to go? Are just going to keep writing in the same vein you currently are?
I would say so. That seems to be.
It'll probably sound different, but I think that will just come from just messing around with different stuff. You know what I mean? It'll still be us. Like, it won't.
Like, even
we're
before
not
the
make
band,
a drastically different album.
we always all hung out as we do now before we're band anyway.
Yeah.
So we're just having a band. So, like, some people golf on Sunday. We practice every Sunday and just stick to it. Whether we're out drinking till 9 in the morning, jam time's at 9:30. Everyone's always there. So it's just
Yeah.
a place to hang out, and everyone always shows up to do your thing.
It's like a fun job you have once a week.
Yeah.
Do you think recording an album has maybe changed musically how you work from, say, 7 months ago?
Oh yeah,
Tighten up big time.
We're definitely a lot tighter.
It's different because if you play a certain part in the song when everything else is going on at the same time, you know, there might be things in there that don't sound great, but they all get lost in the mix of just being in the room and everything else.
Right.
But when you take it under a microscope and then tighten that up so it sounds better, when you take it back into the full band again, it sounds better. You do that with everybody, and they all tighten up a little bit, and then the song comes out way better. I think we've come miles since.
Oh, me too. Like
since we made the album.
Our originals, I think, are just crazy tight now.
Yeah,
They were good.
recorded
They were
all,
tight
so you can
before,
compare always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You compare from like a year ago or 3 months ago, it's always progressively getting better, noticeably. So that's a plus.
You can kind of tell when you're singing on the album a little bit.
I know.
You took 4 months to record all your vocals.
Nice.
Yeah, because everything I own, the Bread cover, it was suggested by Paul and his wife, I guess. He said this song would be good for your vocal, and it was the last one that I did. So it almost like sounds different than the rest of them. It did.
You hit puberty and everything just took off.
I feel so different.
I think Paul might have taken some extra time on that one too, because I remember doing the drums on that. We just had to do the one song. The rest of the album was like came super quick,
An afternoon.
and then that one song was like a day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd never played it before.
It was
Yeah, that's right. We just learned it just to play in there to stick it
But
on.
yeah,
there.
I think he really wanted to make sure that everything in that recording was spot on.
Yeah.
The way he had heard it in his head.
But we also wanted to make that song, like our other songs, sound like our own. So
Right.
it doesn't sound anything like
Yeah.
the original. That's also hard to learn a song and turn it into originality at the same time.
Kind of changed as we went.
I think we all had like 4 days of picking this thing up before we had to record it.
So it was almost like a fun extra project inside of a project.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't even know how I was going to sing it when I walked into the studio. I just kept trying all these different things, and eventually it worked out.
And how do you think recording this album is going to change you going forward, other than just being a little bit tighter? Do you think there's any other elemental changes in there, or?
I think we need at least one song we can play on the radio. I mean, because we write a lot of like 5-minute stuff, and like I guess today's radio doesn't play anything that's less than 3.5 minutes.
Pretty much, yeah.
About 4 minutes. Otherwise, they won't even consider you.
So I wouldn't make something that's commercialized exactly, but I would like to make something that would fit in the confines, time-wise, of radio. Because we have a lot of long songs. It's just the way that they have to build and the way they have to...
Yeah.
It's the way they are.
Yeah.
Intro, outro, builds.
But they're not super long either. They're almost.
But that's like a product of the music that you're playing, too.
It's right.
Yeah,
It
it's
was so much
really hard to pop out a 3.5-minute radio-friendly song.
Yeah.
At the best of times, let alone.
Bluff Creek, I think, sits at 5-6 minutes now.
It's like 6.5, I want to say. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like we'd love to have that one on the radio, but there's just, and we could probably cut it down, but the whole song is all about the
It's
build.
build, yeah.
Right.
And it's all about the resolve after the build.
To me, it's like cutting a painting in half and saying, this is my piece of art. Buy the painting to see the full version.
Yeah.
Gonna make the big time. Got myself some brand new job. Gotta leave it all behind. Sacrificed it for the best. Don't try to stop me. My mind's made up, it won't work. I am trucking out, yeah. Moving forward, ain't looking back. old London, yeah. And when that stage lights up, the guitars ring and fill my head.
Where'd the name come from?
We all grew up around the Hammond River area, except for Mike. And Mike now lives pretty much on the Hammond River.
We had a crew that we always hung out with, and like this is pretty much it. And we were the Hammond River crew.
Like,
so we're
the Hammond River crew includes like another 10 people, 20 people or something.
Oh yeah, honorary mentions and whatnot. Like it was like our social club basically. Everybody would hang out together all the time. Like we were all just really good friends.
Moronic 20-year-olds all calling themselves a crew.
Yeah, somebody called us that, and it stuck. Yeah, HRC, and then
So the HRC thing goes back to like 2000
for sure.
So when we first started, we said we might as well just call ourselves the Hammond River Crew.
Forgot what was called.
My partner at work, he was like, Hammond River Collective, is that the name of your band? Is like, no, but it should be. So it's being changed. It sounds
no.
Yeah.
Yes, it is.
So we deleted all of our profiles. No.
We weren't that far in.
No, we were not.
2 or 3 months maybe.
We've never officially changed our name, but
what's on your playlist right now? Like, what are you each listening to? Or if you could name one album that you're really digging right now.
I listen to Aerosmith Rocks all the time. I really enjoy that a lot.
Lately for me, it's been pretty much non-stop Peter Green.
Yeah.
Just been trying to find as much Peter Green stuff as I can. I just can't get enough of that. And I've been listening to a lot of Alice in Chains, going back to them.
Nice.
I never really, when they were popular and relevant, I never listened to them. Like, I'm just getting into Alice in Chains now. It feels weird. Because I would have loved them 20 years ago.
That's the way with a lot of stuff, though, I find. Like, I was like that with Elliott Smith when this was going in.
Yeah.
And it was like, he was already long dead, and then
Yeah, and then you listen.
Finally coming to you, like, oh
Nothing but
shit,
that
who's
for
this
6
guy?
months.
What the fuck is he doing?
You get older and
Makes the
start,
music
start
even
listening to
sadder.
music.
Yeah, it really does. Absolutely.
Oh, yeah?
My friend just gave me a copy of New Moon, and that was it.
Really, you came in the New Moon. That was like the release after he died.
For the record, and Hendrix too. He's always welcome. Everyone loves Hendrix.
I went to Second Spin on the weekend and I got a couple CDs. I got Soundgarden Bad Motorfinger remastered, and I got Metallica Master of Puppets. For whatever reason, I've never owned Master of Puppets, and I've been rocking Bad Motorfinger in my car all week, doing to kind of rediscover.
There was a lot of great music that came out, like, when we were kids, you know.
Alice in Chains was one of my favorite bands from like high school, but
There's a lot of good music coming out all the time. It's just you have to dig.
I guess popular music.
Yeah, there's more popular music.
Live shows are where it's at. Like
back in the 90s, you could like watch much music
live
and,
show. It's
and
just always great.
see a bunch of awesome stuff. And now it's not quite like that.
Much music was cool.
I
Once
used
used
to
to
tape
play
much
real
music.
music.
I used to have like a collection of cassettes.
Yeah.
Like hours and hours and hours of just videos.
I think I still have
Sit there waiting.
I still have one of them,
Yeah.
and I taped.
It's some good ones.
I taped Al TV. It was when Weird Al took over much music for
Yeah,
the
I
day.
remember.
Oh yeah.
So good. It was like Amish Paradise, like when that came out.
All day.
Oh, it was wicked. It was prime.
Let's
Weird
play
Al.
this again. I just listen to everything. I can't really say that I just listen.
This week.
This week, Etta James, Moody Blues, Pink Floyd, Deep Purple, Dream Theater.
Deep Purple's.
70s were over, man.
No, not my eyes.
Caller number 16. Hello, welcome to the show. We got Michael on the line here for you.
You guys don't like fucking Wagon Wheel, huh?
Calm down there, Mr. Bud. What's your name?
Bill Wagon Wheel.
Rock and roll.
Shout out
Come to Cornerstone in 5 days. That's really
shout out
important
to Wayne White,
Yeah.
Jay's dad, who's
That's the old man.
drives us around and gives us a lot of help
Yeah.
with our sound. Shout out to Becky Daggle.
Yeah,
White.
that's my woman. She lets us play loud music there.
She lives in the house
She's
that
a
we
good
jam
woman.
in.
Yeah, she asked me if you were doing this, and I didn't know what your name was at the time. So
Yeah.
I have no idea. Some dude's gonna meet us in a freaky robe and bring us upstairs. We're gonna light some incense, talk about life,
I even ironed my cravat for that.
and our 6 fans that are listening. We love you.
Thank you.
Hey, Mom.
And, we forgot to thank the Pagan place. You want to thank the Pagan place too?
Thank you.
Thanks, man.
Thanks, man.
Appreciate it.
Awesome.
Thanks for the coffee and the hospitality.
It's weird you made us take our clothes off at the front door, but
Well,
whatever. That's your
I didn't
thing.
iron my cravat for nothing. Just bought these candles. Thanks again, guys. I appreciate it.
Thank you, man. It was fun.
Thank you.
Hey Rita, please don't go home.
Jay.
And Moxie from the So We Started a Cult podcast.
We're feeling very euphorilytic, and you've been listening to the Pagan Place podcast.